Welcome back. I'm continuing the previous game, which is on default settings with no blueprint importing, meaning I have to create everything by just looking at the map and seeing how things are going and then constructing my factory. No assistance from games which I played before. This is the save game. At 4 hours I finished the previous episode by clearing the biters around the factory, the enemies. It wasn't so hard because this is an generally early time to get this kind of technology. They do not evolve that fast, and I'm keeping pollution under control as well with some efficiency modules. However, the last hour of the game suffered from quite a severe copper shortage. So first thing to resolve is add more miners to the nearby copper field, smelt it, and then get started with the bot network once this resource shortage is resolved. So let me get on it, load the game, and see what I'm dealing with. So I have copper here, 4.1 million. It is not very far. I also have some on top, which might be a better option because it can just come down and continue to smelt array. I have coal here. I could just smelt it somewhere on the way. So I think I am going to grab some miners. How's my stock? Keeping a bit too many things. Okay, let's get rid of some of this ammo. No, the rest is fine. Okay, grabbing all the miners. Maybe increase this a bit. Grab a few more belts. Undergrounds. Yeah, and power poles. I'm just 23. That's not enough. Not enough. Those. Some big electric poles. Bit of copper, and I'll just chop wood on the way. Of course, I will need electricity for the new miner area, so yeah, chop some wood for the power poles, and then go straight up to the copper area. I did research bots in the previous session. However, the roboports which are necessary to make them operational are quite expensive, and with my severe copper shortage, this is something I'm not exactly willing to do at the moment until the resource is resolved. Okay, this field was fairly close. It's not very big, but it is big enough. Oh, no inventory. I need to start deploying some things. Okay, begin with a radar. Then let's use the copy-paste feature to take this pattern here, make a small blueprint out of it. Let's call it miners. And it will stay like this. And apply it to this copper field. Okay. This area is a bit So now I already have defined my miner field, and if I had bots, they would immediately start building it. But since I don't, I will still have to do this manually. This power pole can go like this. This one too, to avoid building a few undergrounds. Whoops. Bit of mistake. I keep getting these messages because I have a queue of small electric poles, but my inventory is full with other things. No problem, it will get emptied as soon as I deploy some of this miner area. And this is it. How many do I have? 42. I need up to 60, so let's continue. Actually, I could get all of it this time. Whoops. Misclicks, misclicks. That's a tongue twister. Misclicks. Say misclicks multiple times quickly. Okay. Looks like I freed up a stack. So, the entire field. I don't know what's going to be here, so just as a precaution, I will put these 3 turrets, which I happen to have on me. Get some ammo into them. Walls. Do I need walls? Have a few walls. They won't make any difference if they get attacked, but cleared another stack with this occasion. Final 3 miners here. And a belt. Let's see, go up, go down, go up. No, this will not work due to the underground, but I can fix it by removing it. Whoops. So, this is my new miner field. Maybe I should craft a few more turrets. I don't know what I'm going to be confronted with, so... yeah. How many do I have? Up to 3 belts of copper can be extracted from this, so I will go right here near this. Let's see. Actually, no, I have cliff explosives indeed. So, right, so we have 4 belts that will combine into 3. I could use a belt balancer, but it would probably be much simpler to just use priority. So this one will priority output, no, priority input. Yeah, priority input from the first belt, then repeat the same pattern for the others, and I think this is enough. And I need a few more of, no, I have to remove this, priority input, priority output. Okay. And a few more of this. And this should do it. A balancer would have been better, but I don't really know how to do balancer out of the back of my head, so instead I'm just going to... Okay, in order to make this as straight as possible, I think I will route them through here to match with this one, which is coming from the existing field. So this one will become first, then the other three. This one is not needed as the resource finished. So I'm just going to continue this as a ghost all the way up to see where I'm at. And it looks like I'm here, and this one. Alright, now everything is aligned. I just need to actually build these belts all the way down, removing any potential obstacles in the way. It will consume quite a lot of belts, but I have them automated, so when I get closer to the factory, then it will not be an issue. I did craft more turrets, so let's deploy them to have a bit of preemptive defense in this area. Get some bullets into them, not that many. I don't need to fully defend the area because the biters are far. I just need to know if some of them have expanded, and okay, we can clear this with grenades in a much quicker way. All right. Do I need this wood? Okay, let's chop them down. Not that many. There are a bit too many here, so just using a grenade. All right. And we have copper coming in, which is great because I can begin the big copper expansion. Wow, mining productivity is finished. Really nice. What about next? The personal roboport. This will help for further expansions. Power is not an issue right now, but I'm not really doing much. For example, this is non-functional due to the lack of copper. Oh, wow. Wow, this is wrong. Little error here. Little error. No problem. Iron is running out too, so I will definitely need to expand iron production. What I could do now with smelting is continue here, or even better, make a separate copper smelting area. For example, right here between these trees, or right here, and avoid growing this even further. And then redirect the copper which is coming from here to the new smelter area. I will clear some of this. Because it's an unnecessary obstacle. Okay, personal roboport. What's next? Let's research accumulators. So we make the entire copper smelting area here, and to help with planning, wow, iron is running out really fast. I will just copy one of these. Which one? This one. just copy one of these and make another small blueprint of it, call it melter. It's pretty good. We can keep it as it is. And just deploy it here. This entire area will be filled with smelters. Remove these ghosts since I won't be using them anymore. Actually, make a bit of space. And let's start applying this saved blueprint with coal coming from the left. And yeah, that's it. Copy number. No, let's go even higher to have a bit of space below to work with belts. So first one. No, I don't want to use this space because I will extend my power there. So this is the limit. That's first, second, third, and fourth. Clear out some of the trees as they are not interesting for us anymore. Correct some of the blueprint errors here. This is going to be the coal line, which is coming from here, not this one. This one is reserved for the future expansion of power, which will come very soon. We're just gonna use this little space to grab coal. Oh, I'm out of belts, obviously. What else to research? We will need concrete for future expansions because concrete is used in nuclear power. It's also used in the rocket silo, which is the completion of the game. So it's good to have it researched. Okay, more belts. One of these days I need to start clearing my inventory and using construction bots. Finish this. And now my miners here are all green. A few more trees, which are obstacles, not a problem. Coal is resolved. It should be coming on this belt really soon. It does, so I can simply build. Wow, I have none. Why do I have none? I'm sure I had some. Can't believe I used. Oh, they are here. Indeed, they are here. Okay, let's get some wood out and this in. And what else? What else? No, these are going to be useful, so I'm gonna put them in the copper area above. This is removing some of the inventory which I have, and that is a good thing. I'm keeping way too much stuff myself. Obviously this entire thing needs to be powered, so next step, whoops, I'm making so many mistakes. Next step would be to connect this, and now it's getting cold, and because the copper lines are already resolved, you can just do this and we're done. The rest of them can continue here. And I can continue building my copper smelting arrays. This is not needed. Okay, good, it's working. They are slowly but surely getting filled with copper. And once I have copper in sufficient quantities, I can make a lot of the very needed red and blue chips. Oh. Power poles. Okay, and more inserters. Right, we have 2 lines. Should we go for a third? Sure, why not? Let's get it built. Now, the exit lines from here, I need most of it on this area, so I will cancel this little project and instead redirect the copper coming from this. Why do I have no sulfur? Oh, because I stopped it, indeed. I stopped it when I had a shortage of yeah, I had a shortage of petroleum gas and got restarted, and now my science is completely blocked, which is not good, but it will get resolved very soon. This is empty. This is still having issues. Only when I will start actually using all of this, the belt will unlock. There's really nothing I can do about it. The joint resources are causing this kind. Even if they are filtered like they are still causing issues. So, yeah. What I could fabricate is the missing parts I have. Oh, they all fail here, so that's 20 and another 20, 40 of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20. Grab more resources. Finish the rest of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 of this. Wow, I really need to clean up my inventory. It's way too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Way too much stuff. No problem. It will get cleared soon enough. Finish this third one. I will not build the fourth one because that one is actually the plan to remove the copper, the initial melting area for copper. And since it's still there, I am not building the fourth one here. But I am going to finish the third one, which will make sure I have more than enough copper to start with construction bots. And I'm out of inserters. Wow. Why didn't I see that? Fortunately, the mall is making them, so problem easy resolved. 100 is enough. Okay, there's a severe copper shortage here, so I'm just going to cut this line, which is coming from below, and instead get it from above, from the copper smelters, the new ones. Okay. We will have copper lines here in this area. 3 and eventually 4. So this will be ad hoc copper bus. I'm out of belts, no problem. I had enough to get this started, so the red chip production is going to go full strength now. If I didn't make any other mistakes, we'll see. All right, and they are going really good. This one is not even important anymore. I will probably just cut it as soon as possible. Actually, I could cut it right now, at least this side of it. So the green chips which are feeding the red chips are resolved. Let's get a few belts. Finish the power expansion as well. Because the roboports and the construction bots are really power intensive, at least for their numbers. So it is important to make sure I have enough power. How many? 9, 10. Why I'm building 20? Well, because 20 boilers are matching exactly the capacity of one pump. So I have boilers on one side, boilers on this side. I need one extra pump, which I am going to place here. Connect it. Huh. We'll resolve that later. Perfect. Now, get all of it built. More pipes. And just another tree to cut. All right, now the power poles between them, and that's it. Finally, the automation of fuel insertion has to happen, so let's get this resolved as well. Okay, there's one issue. This belt of coal on the yellow belt is insufficient to power a power plant with boilers this large. The reason why it still has lots of coal on it is because the consumption is not yet at 100%. And to be honest, I hope it never reaches 100%, but it is better to be prepared to make sure I have enough power overhead, because there's nothing worse than seeing your factory just turn power off out of the blue. So now I have a maximum capacity of 72 megawatts and I'm only consuming 14, which is very good. Coal is starting to work. These are producing chips. Let's continue this belt here. And do not use this anymore. I can remove it. Will it be enough? I definitely hope it will be enough. However, we do have a lot of smelting capacity. Something which I didn't do is make sure those miners on top are not polluting much by inserting... oh, they are polluting. They are polluting a lot right now. So let's get all of this and place them into the miners to make sure the pollution is low. The alternative to grabbing all these resources on belts would be to make a train. However, as you saw, this particular resource patch was pretty close, meaning, do I have enough? Yes, I have enough. Can we fully finish this? All right, the pollution in this area has reduced significantly. I'm not even worried about attacks there. Okay, now that we have more than enough of this, I don't have green chips. Of course, now that the production of red chips is fully working, there's not enough green chips. So, I will do something nasty, as in steal the green chips for here for the efficiency modules. It just happened to be here. I can use this as a filter. Let me see. No, it's on the other way. How to do this? How to do this? Can move this around, make myself a little space, and repeat the same procedure of filtering with undergrounds. The reason this works is because an underground, let me get really close, and it has a belt coming into it, it gets a little cut in the side, which is visible here, and now it's not there anymore, and only blocks one side of the belt, not both. So this is a side filter. I'm going to make sure the mine line has priority, but everything that is not being used on the mine line can just redirect here to have my all right, to have my oops, some plastic. My production of efficiency modules going with all 6. I'm gonna build a lot more miners with robots very soon, so it would be nice if everything is working at capacity. What's the limit here? 5 of them. Yeah, this should be enough. All right, let's continue with the science. Research uranium processing. Yes, why not? We can switch to nuclear power to get rid of even more of this pollution. We have an uranium field here, so it's not going to be very far off. Okay, finally, bots. We need to automate bot production and robopods, and then I can switch the entire factory to construction bots building it. To get bots, we need drone frames, which needs 2 different extra items: batteries and electric engine units. Electric engine units are made out of standard engine units, which we are producing here in quite large quantities. So I can probably build the standard engine units using one of these nice belt filters, and start producing them somewhere above, maybe like this. Yeah, this should do it. I am not expanding science beyond this 16. I think I have enough. I have more than enough. I made too many. All right, not a problem. So let's make here a little production area for electric engine units, and then continue with the drone production. How many? Let's say 4. 4 is enough to get started, but I will leave some space to build more. The thing is, electric engine units need, let's look at the recipe, need lubricant. And in order to get lubricant, I have to switch my refinery to advanced processing. Yeah, let's continue researching nuclear power until then. So, while this project is nice, I cannot actually complete it until I get lubricant. So, let's get lubricant, which is not a hard operation despite of what it might seem. We have the little refinery area on the other side of the factory, and it is already doing advanced refining, which means we have heavy oil in this pipeline. So the only thing that is needed is placing down 2 of these lubricant plants, and that's it. We're done. It was a lot easier than I thought. I was thinking still standard refining, but I resolved that a while ago. I just need to find a way to take this line of lubricant across the entire base or factory until the electric engines, which might fit through here near this copper line. All right. I can go up a bit. Whoa. Whoops. Sorry, little error. Not this one. Throwing away a bit of heavy oil. No problem. Lubricant. We need lubricant. I could have taken the heavy oil indeed. But okay, what I could do here to make sure that this is produced is only taking the heavy oil into these two when there is enough of it. So what I'm going to do is take a tank, place it here as the reserve, for example here, and then craft some of this red wire, not many, just enough to cross the area. Build one pump and then connect to it. This is a circuit connection. I can connect the tank through power poles all the way here. So what I am going to do is place this pump. Made a bit of too crowded. This is not going to work. Okay, I need water away. Yeah, much better. Get the water away. And now I can place the pump here. All right, now I have room to work with. Can place the pump here and connect the red circuit to it. Now set the condition for the pump. Only pump heavy oil into these two when there is more than, let's say, 3000. Where is this 3000 coming from? Well, it is coming from the storage tank here, which is slowly filling with the heavy oil created by the refineries. So all these refineries are making it. We have another problem. We have let's see, why is this not working? Well, the petroleum gas from the advanced oil production is filled, meaning the refineries are not working since we're not consuming enough. And these ones are also producing petroleum gas. So in order to get this resolved and make sure that the refineries are working as much as possible, I'm going to add another tank here. Let's say, where? Here, sure. Need to build it first. Connect it with red wire to my circuit network. And now, as you can see, let me get closer here. The tank is now receiving all the petroleum gas, and it provides an information on how much of the petroleum gas is in it to the circuit network. So what I can do is take this and this is not connected. It's connected somewhere. Must be connected somewhere. Otherwise I made a huge mistake. Oh, it is connected here. Okay, that's not good. I will change the connection to be here. And the reason for it is because I'm adding another pump, which I have to make first. that will only feed this if there's not enough petroleum gas into this tank, and now it is a lot. So I'm gonna set the condition that petroleum gas is smaller than 3000. And now the pump is not working because we have enough petroleum gas, so none of this will work anymore until they are needed. So these two pumps with the circuit connection have changed the behavior of my refineries, that they are all working prioritizing first getting this filled to 3000 and then making sure this is not staying overfilled. Okay, now it stopped at light oil. Why did this happen? Well, it happened because we don't have a tank to store the light oil. So I will get another tank here. To store our light oil. Light oil is really useful. It can produce a few ingredients. One of them is solid fuel. Yes, I can produce the solid fuel from petroleum and heavy too, but it is most efficient to produce it from light oil. So how do we get rid of excess light oil? Well, with another circuit connection and another pump. So I'm going to connect this as well, and now the stocks of all three products, petroleum gas, light oil and heavy oil, are being recorded. And we have our power right near the production of oil. So I can do something really tricky. I can make a few where should I make them? Let's use this space here. 6, 7, 6. 6 is enough. A few plants connected to the light oil. We just put a pipe here, and then good thing we have landfill. I can resolve this. But I don't want this to work continuously. I only want it to work when there's too much light oil in the tank. So, making yet another controlling pump. Link it to the logic network, making sure the pump has power. They do need power. Like this. These ones need power as well. Oh, nasty. Okay, let's just get a few of this here. And tell it to only send light oil when there's more than 23,000. Why these numbers? Because the capacity of the tank is 25,000. So if there's too much of it, it will start the pump. Final thing, get all this. Maybe I should craft a few more belts. I don't want to return for just a few belts. Get all of this out of the plant. Let's see how much it is producing. 0.2. We're not filling a full belt. And redirect this to power. So whenever there's an excess of light oil, which will happen when the refineries are working continuously, there will be solid fuel produced, which I'm just redirecting with priority to make sure it's going there first, with priority towards the power plant. So all of this is going to be fed into the boilers, reducing my coal consumption, which is quite important because coal is slowly running out, and instead I have quite a lot of oil here, which is polluting, but not much. So with this resolve, let's get this smelted as well. With this resolve, I have a line of uncompleted line of lubricant. I'm out of pipes. Ha. Of course I'm out of pipes, and now I have to run all the way back. Iron is pretty much done here. It will disappear in every minute of the game. Get my car. Don't forget it here. Oh, nice, nice. I can place this in all the miners. Good, good, good. But not yet. Not yet. Where am I making pipes? I should be making pipes and underground pipes here. So wow, this is so spaghetti already. Spaghetti. Bit of landfill. And get this in position. Wow, really? I don't need this anymore. We already have large power poles. Where is it? It's here. And I think I can connect it now. Great. There's lubricant coming. As you can probably notice already, I'm not doing this very efficiently right now. The base is pretty much a giant spaghetti, but this is replicating how a player would play this in their first few runs, as they do not know many things, so they have no planning. So it's just going to happen pretty much arbitrarily. Okay, this one is one position lower as well. Power up. And we have engines and lubricant. The only thing still missing is chips, which just happen to come all the way to here. So this should be an easy fix. Get a filter to make sure only chips are going on the left side, and place them on the right side of the belt, because the left side contains the engines. So we have engines, chips, which means the production of electric engines is ongoing. About to get out the electric engines. And there they are. Next ingredient for the flying robot frame is batteries. These are also chemical based. They need sulfuric acid. But we already produced sulfuric acid for quite a while, and while this was cut due to shortages at the moment, I can reconnect it now, get another pipe around here and make sulfuric acid, then combine all of this and produce drone frames. As you can see, drone frames require electronic circuits as well and steel. So what I am going to do is get this belt to continue up. Well, not with engines, just filter the electronic chips. We don't need engines anymore here. So electric engines, electronic chips, batteries and steel. I'm going to grab steel from this belt, it's coming from the smelter from the other side, and combine it with the one for electric engines. Something like this. And I'm going to produce batteries around this lake somewhere. But in order to do that, you have to go back and grab another pipe. Wow, I'm keeping so much of this. Let's get rid of all this copper ore by putting into the smelters. Goodbye copper ore. And get rid of some of the coal as well. We have enough. And look at the solid fuel. It has already reached. It is being consumed for producing power, which means my miners that are getting coal have reduced production for coal significantly, as I'm not using it for power much anymore. Okay, I went too far to the left while talking about coal. What I need to do is get this particular storage tank with sulfuric acid, make sure it continues working. All right, and yeah, let's grab this, get another pipe. Will travel across the factory in a never-ending spaghetti of pipes and belts and everything. How do I get it? I will get it all around. Here? Yeah, I can go above. Can get it above, going around here and across the lake, then it will reach the battery area. Not very smart, but it will have to do for now. Sulf and sulfuric acid, how nice. Obviously I could have produced the sulfuric acid right here, which I'm probably going to do anyway once the current stock runs out, because the sulfuric acid only needs iron plates and water beside the sulf itself, meaning I can use the water here and some iron plates for here and the sulf which is already arriving here instead of taking all this belt. But I'm only going to do this transformation after the construction robots are implemented. So yeah, next one is batteries. I should do a production of batteries somewhere here, which is done via chemical plant. Okay. Let's say here batteries. It just needs sulfuric acid, which I got really close now. Use some underground belt tricks to get sulfuric acid here. That's resolved. The belt will extract the batteries all the way until somewhere here. Make sure we have power to all of this. And now it needs two base ingredients, more precisely iron, which we have in sufficient quantities at the moment. So I'm just going to prioritize a belt, combine it with steel. No, not combine it with steel, combine it with copper. Let's see, where do we get some copper? Well, we get it from here. This is very spaghetti, but we get the job done. So, iron, and copper. And there's a storm outside, so you might be hearing some booms in the background. It is not something I can prevent the sound. My windows aren't that great. But we resolved the batteries, which is very important as they are an ingredient to the flying robot frames. Next one is steel. Steel already exists here, so I'm just going to filter out steel from this. Get power back. And then get the steel in a typical spaghetti fashion on this belt. So we have all four ingredients for the construction bots: electronic chips, electric engines, batteries, and steel. The only thing left is to start making them. So let's say 4 here and another 4 here. Why so many? They are kind of slow. The recipe for this is 20 seconds, so it takes a significant time to make them. And in this area, it will be where my actual flying robot will happen. Maybe rearrange this a bit. Like this. There's a reason for it, namely inserters. So get this and copy the same pattern. Wow, I ran out of inserters in the middle of a construction plan. Okay, I have enough now. Got plenty of each one of them. make sure it is all powered. Something I did not do correctly here. Yes, this. Now it is all powered and they are all working. Wonderful. Just get a belt. Put the inserters for the exit and we're done. We're making flying robot frames. Then there's two types of flying robots. The construction robot and the logistic robot, which I haven't researched yet, so I'm just going to start with the construction robot. Place an assembler for it here. Inserter going in. And it also needs electronic circuits, which we already have, so this will be easy. And we're making them. Let's put a small chest for the production exit and finally start constructing roboports. These do need red chips and in large quantities. However, we've been producing them for quite a while, so I can just start making roboports. And the first one will go here with an inserter. However, there is an issue. The roboport has quite a lot of space for robots, and I don't want an enormous amount of robots to be in my future robot network. I just need a limited quantity. There is a trick, however, or not really a trick, more like a design thing. I can connect the roboport with the circuit network, the inserter, and now read robot statistics. It gives me some signals here: available logistic, available construction, total. Available means the number of robots which are inside the robots not doing anything. And this is actually what I want. When robots are working and are doing things, the number of available will drop. When it drops under a certain threshold, like signal Z, let's say under 500, I want this production of flying robot frames to keep inserting more. Whoa, I need one here. Okay. Or not? No, that's the construction robot. Okay. The more I use the robots, the more of them I need. So that's why there's a limit filter put on the number of bots which are not doing anything. So as long as I'm not using them much, it will stop at 500. If I start using them and they fly everywhere, then there will be more. So I've manufactured a few extra roboports. I'm going to start deploying them to my factory. Let's say another one here. It's already powered. Another one here, and I will handcraft a few more of this, but I want to automate them too. Oh, look at them, they are already flying. What they are doing is deconstructing these mines which have already been marked, but the robots are not going anywhere because they need some special chests named the storage chest in order to put things in. And these are made from steel chests, so I will need a lot of steel to make construction and storage chest. I will do so. Let's place the first one. Let's say here. This looks good. Now the robots will come and place everything they have deconstructed into the storage chest. There's the passive provider chest as well, which I'm going to replace in every building where in my mall where stuff is being produced. The reason for this is now the robots can take all of this and use it to construct things. So by switching from standard chest to passive provider chest, I can give robots the materials they need to build everything in my base. And they can build it in this entire red and orange area. They have two different significances, but oh look, okay. Logistic robots finished, which means I can add another assembler here with logistic robots. No, just one more. So it is. And repeat the same process, but now I use the signal available logistic robots. That's the X signal. I want initially 200 logistic robots, not more. Please note that the construction robot will steal all the frames here, as the inserter for them is earlier. However, once they get to 500, the logistic robots will start as well. This use advanced circuits in the recipe, which means I have to grab the advanced circuits. And that's it. We have the robot production going. What I want to do is automate roboports as well, so the robots expand themselves. If I push this button, this is my current robot network with the orange area, and I want to extend this through the entire base and beyond, and then practically I can sit idle here and just use the map to build things with robots. So automating roboports means I need steel, gears, and advanced circuits, which I happen to have right here. Let's see if I put this like this. No. Like this. I can just place an inserter making roboports, adjusting a few belts left and right. Do even more spaghetti. Okay. And this one. Right, I have all the ingredients. And just reserve one slot for now. This will slowly build robots. And now I can put roboports here and place them as a ghost somewhere. For example, I can place a roboport ghost here. Yeah. Make sure I put the power ghost as well. And watch a robot coming with the roboport. And there it is. Another robot will come with a power pole. And I just did my first construction mill. Whoa, what's going on? Yes, this roboport is now in the range of the ghosts that already exist. Meaning the bots can construct all the things for me. Another ghost here, put another ghost here, make sure there's power. Do I have automated radars? No, I don't have automated radars, but I can make an assembler here for automated radars. Just one single chest. And now radars are being automated as well, meaning I can start using robots to just create extra radars in different places, like this one. And it will reveal this area for me without me actually going there. Okay, this one is built. I can continue to the left. And there's a trick. I can copy paste this and making sure that the next one will be in range as well without actually seeing the range. I can repeat the same operation up. This one will get power directly. And let's do more. Let's just let the robots work. Work, babies, work. I'm pretty much playing the game on the map at this stage. So the robot network will self-extend in all directions. I just need to place the necessary ghosts, like here. Get power to them. And look at the green and orange area has increased significantly. The next thing to automate is those chests. They need electronic circuits, advanced circuits, and steel, which we have. Yeah, let's take the advanced circuits. No, not sulfur. Advanced circuit. All right, I broke power. No problem, resolved. It needs steel as well. But let's see, what other mistakes did I do? Not that many. I can get steel from another assembler here in a very spaghetti ugly way, like this. Yeah, sure, like this. This will make steel chests, which are going to this. Wow, this is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. But it will work. Getting steel in, getting the steel chest out, and these are automated. Just need a chest. Limited to 50. I don't need more than that. And now I can automatically upgrade any chest that I have anywhere on the map where the robots are in range. For example, this one with one of these special chests. So I'm not near it. I'm just going to press shift and click on it, and now the robots will get to look at it. Look at it go. But of course, there is no roboport in range, so this should be resolved as well. It has no power, so I am going to... No, it has power, okay. We have just entered the advanced stage of the game, where everything can be built by the robots. I can automate construction, which is very important. Let's place another robot port here. Can automate construction and another one here to have full coverage or not. No. Huh. Well, here is good. I want to give robots some power poles to work with, some of these inserters. Wow, they wanted it. They really wanted it. Put this everywhere to reduce consumption. We're still not great in terms of power production, and I want to avoid consuming a lot of it. So at the moment, efficiency modules everywhere, including here for batteries. All right. Let's see. This is resolved. We can now use robots to compensate for this iron field that has pretty much run out. And as you can see here, there's only a trickle coming in. So what I'm going to do is take this distance, which is 50 tiles, and continue placing ghosts of roboports at the right distances. Obviously they will need to be powered as well. No, this one is something like this. On the map I can move a lot faster than by walking, meaning I can construct things everywhere very, very, very quickly. Especially now that robots have access to the items, they are just going to move around, carrying power poles, carrying the roboports, which are being made here. There's already 10 of them available. So I place some orders here to construct a little roboport network. I'm making sure it has power as well. Let's see. Oh, like this. Robots can not only build things, but they can also remove things which are in the way, for example, cliffs. However, they do say that they don't have cliff explosives because we don't have them automated. Fortunately, I made a few handcrafted. They are here, so I'm just going to give the cliff explosive to the bots. They will come, take the cliff explosive, and then just blast things which are in their way. Something else about robots, they are taking the shortest path even if it's not the most efficient. For example, they might run out of power here and move very slowly. But it's not a big deal. Unless the distance is really, really huge. Okay, something else that I need automated is repair packs. Because things might break and robots are capable of repairing, not just constructing or deconstructing. Oh, take a look, they have almost reached this. Another roboport operational, and we are pretty close to getting to this miner field. Next thing, I will build a miner field here. The rest of it without actually going there, just by using robots. As you can see, I'm here cozy in my mall. I'm not doing anything with my own hands. I'm just instructing the computer system of robots to make things. So I'm just going to copy this, place it here, get rid of this as it's unnecessary. And repeat the pattern. Then another one. And another one, which is slightly lower. Yeah, this should do it. Do we have enough materials? Yes. We don't have lamps automated. Maybe it's the time to automate lamps. Sure, why not? We can create more light things everywhere. So I am going to make one little... Where do I put lamps? Where do I put lamps? Okay, let's make a little change here. Put this electric like this. And now there's room for more lamp. Get this in here, and it needs electronic circuits and iron plates. So I can grab those from here, from there. Another power pole, and we are making them. But of course, I also need to get the lamps out, which means making just a tiny little room here for one of these. And here it comes. Resolved. Only one stack. Furnaces, yes. The bots want to build this. I am not going to let them build it because I don't need it yet, so I'm not going to automate the steel furnaces. However, look what's going on here. This army of flying robots are flying with miners, belts, everything, power poles, and getting all my mining field finished. What do I need to do next is check how much this produces. It's precisely one belt, so I'm just going to I don't think this is a full one, but it doesn't matter. We have 4 belts of iron. Drawing them as ghosts. That power pole is in the way, not an issue. Just continue. And after a while, all of this iron will be in the factory. Whoops, wrong direction. A few little inefficiencies left and right. Not a big deal. The mall will produce items and the bots will carry them. One, two, three, four. This one is producing copper. but soon I will be able to take the copper from here and replace this. So let's just continue with the ghost building. See what happened, robots ran out of power while doing stuff, so now they slowly move towards the roboport to charge. When this happens a lot, it's best to construct more roboports so they are capable of, for example, I could place another one. Oh, I have one here, it's just not powered. Okay, let's resolve this. And another one here, making sure it is powered as well. And now the robots have multiple paths to go. This is almost done. I didn't go here, I just let the robots do it for me. They are going to complete the belt, and soon all of this will have iron once more. Do we still have belts? Yes, we still have lots of belts. And now that we have entered robot age, I'm going to slowly increase the buffers in this area, meaning how much I have stored, as robots can build a lot more than I can. Wow, these run out so fast. Not even a point in keeping those belts, so I just ordered robots to deconstruct them. Doing a little fix here, so I have room for my belts. Now that resources got here, I want to make sure that each one of these gets as much iron as possible. So I'm going to do a little prioritization thing with no, I believe this is enough. Yeah, right. It's making sure all the iron is going to the left belt first, then continuing to this one, and so on. I will leave one empty for here because this one will get converted from copper to iron, but that a bit later. So for the moment I'm just going to leave these two unused. The bots will take some time to finish this, that's quite a lot of belt, but they will. So okay, next step, let's get a few more technologies out which we have access to with our current tech. Shield energy equipment, sure, there will be more biter fighting to do, so why not? Take a look. Iron is, let's see, no, the bots are still working on it. It will be some time until they finish, but they will. All right, something else. All this iron is not using efficiency modules. So what I'm going to do is copy one of these via the map into each one. And what will happen now? Bots will start placing efficiency modules into the already existing miners, making sure they are consuming as little power as possible and producing as little pollution as possible. And we're already seeing the first bots heading towards the production of efficiency modules. They are still busy with the belt, but they will finish it and then continue working on this. So that's about it for now. I think I will be stopping this session a bit early, as I think I have achieved one of the greatest milestones of playing Factorio, getting the construction bots functional and flying. And as you can see from this picture, there's quite a swarm of them doing their thing. And pretty much until the moment of launching the rockets, what I'm going to do is construct only with bots, unless there's some little thing which needs to be corrected personally. But other than that, the bots will be my left and right hands for everything. They will build the entire factory for me. It's possible to go beyond the rocket very easily with bots, create outposts by sending bots via train. I didn't do a train yet because the distances here are small. So as you can see, this belt and that belt for the copper, they're not that long. There is no point in making a train for a belt this short. Trains are nice, and I will definitely build them in this game. It's just that right now they were unnecessary, and the thing with trains is they are a time sink to develop. You have to put at least 2 stations on the source of the materials at the unloading side. Those stations need to have belts, chests. The train itself, there are some rules about the train signaling if you have more than one train on a track. So they can get quite complicated to set up. So instead, for this first resource, I opted for doing just belts. Okay, now looks like boats are about to finish the belt. They are already bringing efficiency modules and placing them into the miners, which is great. They are kind of stuck at this roboport without power. Not much I can do about it right now, but it's okay. I can live with this. I'm in no rush in this particular game. Next session will be going to the future sciences. I could actually research this production science pack. It will research rather quickly. It's just 100 points. Let's wait until it's finished and look at the ingredients. Something I will need to automate. What did I want to do here? Oh, I remember the lights. No, the lights have already been resolved here, shoved between these two. So, okay. Put those here and handcraft. No, nothing. Sulfur. I need to get rid of this sulfur. It's occupying space without any purpose. So just placing into the science. Automated bots. How many we have? We already have 500 construction bots. So I just finished this, but it went to 500 very quickly. Next one would be utility science. So let's start researching advanced electronics now. And look at the recipe for the production science. The production science is very heavy on steel because it uses electric furnaces and rails, which both need steel. It will consume a lot of steel in order to do. So with the new richness in iron, what's going on? Why is the belt? Oh, it is coming. It's just a bit slow. So with the new richness in iron here, I can make more steel than this little area is capable, which will allow me to automate production science and then moving on to more advanced things. But because there's going to be a lot of things working, I think that before going to production science, I will use whatever existing science I have to move to nuclear power. Nuclear power uses uranium as the source of power, which I have here. So before moving on to an even larger production in the next episode, I will resolve mining of uranium, processing it into the uranium fuel, automating a reactor production, and building a nuclear reactor, which could be, for example, right here in this area. The nuclear reactor needs water, and I can use all this water readily available to build my reactor in this area, fueled by the uranium. So I will need a belt of uranium from here, going into the processing, and then going into the reactor. So that's the plan for the next one. And if I did it fast enough, I can continue with researching sciences, getting even more resources mined, even more resources processed, and just building bigger and bigger as we have robots now. And robots are really good at doing lots of work in parallel. Oh, take a look. It's already coming. What's going on? Okay, there's an error here. No problem. There were some belts missing, meaning that only those in front were working, but this is resolved. Okay, happens. Errors happen. That's it. I'm closing this session, and